When we talk about energy, we usually imagine something tangible, like the electricity that powers your phone or the calories in your breakfast. But the truth is, energy isn't a thing at all. It's not a substance you can hold or pour or store in a box. It's something stranger, a bookkeeping system for how the universe keeps score. Everywhere you look, motion, heat, light, sound, gravity, something's always changing. And energy is how we describe that change. It's not the object doing the moving. It's the number that tells us how much motion or heat or tension exists in that system. The universe never creates or destroys energy. It simply converts it from one form to another. Like swapping currencies but never changing the total amount in the account, let's start simple. Imagine a swinging pendulum. At the top of its arc, it slows. It's all potential energy, stored because of its position. As it falls, that potential becomes kinetic motion. When it reaches the lowest point, all that stored height has turned into speed. Then it climbs again, losing speed but regaining potential. If you could measure both at any moment, their total always stays the same. That's not a coincidence. That's the first hint of what energy really is. A conserved relationship between motion and position, constantly exchanged but never lost. Now zoom out, that same rule applies everywhere. The heat in a cup of coffee is just the microscopic jiggling of billions of molecules. Light is energy carried by oscillating electric and magnetic fields. Chemical energy is just the potential stored in atomic bonds, waiting to be rearranged. Nuclear energy? That's mass itself, matter transformed into pure motion. Every form of energy is simply the universe playing with different ways of describing motion and configuration. But here is the key insight. Energy doesn't exist the way atoms or photons do. It is not a particle in space. It's a number attached to the pattern of how particles interact. It's a mathematical property. And yet this abstract quantity is the most reliable law we've ever found. Even when the details of motion are chaotic, the total energy never changes. It's as if nature has an accountant that never makes mistakes. This realization that conservation isn't about a force, but about symmetry changed physics forever. In the early 1900s, mathematician Emmy Noether discovered that for every symmetry in the laws of nature, there's a conserved quantity. The symmetry of time, the fact that physics works the same today as it did yesterday, guarantees that energy is conserved. That means energy conservation isn't a rule added on top of physics. It's baked into the structure of reality itself. Let's go even deeper. When you push a ball across a floor, friction turns motion into heat. On paper, it looks like energy is lost. But zoom in, those molecules in the ball and floor are vibrating faster now. The form changed, not the total. When you charge your phone, electricity from the outlet becomes chemical energy inside the battery. When you scroll on it, that energy becomes light and heat again. You can trace every joule, every calorie, back to the nuclear fusion reactions inside the sun, a chain of transformations, spanning 150 million kilometers. So when we say energy powers everything, what we really mean is the universe is constantly rearranging itself, and energy is how we keep track. The transformations, kinetic to potential, chemical to heat, mass to light, are like instruments in an orchestra, all playing different notes of the same melody. It's also why energy feels so mystical. It's invisible but everywhere. The food you eat, the stars that shine, even the thoughts in your head, all powered by the same principle. The glucose in your blood becomes electrical pulses in your neurons. Those pulses are tiny movements of ions, miniature charges accelerating through channels motion, once again. Life itself is an endless conversion of one kind of energy into another. If energy can't be created or destroyed, what happens to it when you die? The atoms in your body, the heat you give off, the chemical bonds that held you together, they all disperse. Your energy doesn't vanish. It simply takes on new forms: warmth in the air, nutrients in the soil, photons radiated into space. The conservation of energy isn't just a law of physics. It is a reminder that nothing in this universe is ever truly lost, only transformed. When you finally see it this way, energy stops being a mysterious fuel and becomes something deeper, the common language of the cosmos. A bridge between motion and stillness, matter and light, life and death. Every sunrise, every heartbeat, every ripple in space, it's all the same game playing out at different scales. So the next time you hear someone say everything is energy, know that in a way, they're right. but not because it's magical, because it's mathematical. The universe keeps perfect balance, and energy is simply its favorite way of counting. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really does help me out a lot, and it only takes a second of your time.